I don't know if anybody else is like going through this stage of the breakup where they are dealing with having to see their ex with someone else. I hope this helps. Stop holding on, holding on. What is up, you guys? Today I found out who my ex is now currently dating or seeing, whatever you want to call it. And you know, I have no tears left to cry, so I don't think I'll be crying in this video, thank God. But you know, it just makes it more real, I guess, that there really is no hope left. I mean, I kind of already knew that, but you know, I think now it's just a matter of like accepting what it is. And you know, it really got me thinking about the demise of our relationship. I've been watching like a lot of relationship videos about why relationships fail and just like everything about narcissistic tendencies, which I do feel like I've had. Hi. Okay, sorry, we had a little interruption there because Melon found a little friend. Anyway, so as I've been going through this whole process, I've been just trying to educate myself on the different stages of grief and heartbreak and stuff. And I started kind of also researching like what makes a relationship fail. And I realized that a lot of our issues were because of my emotional immaturity as well. In this particular situation, I think that we both didn't have the emotional maturity to really foster each other and turn towards each other. I watched a really good podcast from Mel Robbins. Why is my voice escaping me right now as I'm trying to make a video? Anyway, there, okay. So I watched a podcast from Mel Robbins talking about, you know, like signs that your partner doesn't respect you. And sadly, a lot of those things I was doing and I didn't even realize it. And so it is very apparent to me now why our relationship failed on both ends. Like, I'm taking accountability for my side. And so in some ways, I don't know why, but that's kind of made it a little easier for me to let go and start to heal, because I want to take accountability for my part and give him his freedom to explore something else that's not what I was able to provide him, you know? I think everybody is deserving of love, and I just feel like it's easier to handle it that way rather than... See, I keep going back and forth, right? Like some days I'm like, it's harder to be cordial, or it's easier to be angry. I don't know. I'm going through these waves. Like, by this point, I'm sure you've seen videos of me crying. You've seen videos of me upset, wanting to be angry at him. And now I just want to let it go. Like, I just want to be indifferent. I don't want to feed any more energy into this situation. Like, it is what it is. And if I'm this hurt because I'm hoping for any kind of chance to be back with this man, then I have to just let it go. Not saying that in this very moment that I do, because after finding out how, I guess, deep he is in with this girl, I don't want to get in between that either, you know? I get that we can't choose who we have feelings for or when we fall for somebody. In this instance, it just so happens that my ex ended up moving on quicker than me, and that isn't a reflection on me or my quality. And it was hard for me to accept that at first, but I'm finally starting to like accept that and be okay with it. I'm very grateful for the time that him and I had. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about what I messed up on and what I can personally improve on. And at this point, like, regardless of whether or not I end up in another relationship, I'm at least happy that, like, I have experienced love more times than once. And this is the price that you pay, right? Like, every time you fall in love, there's that risk of being broken and it just not being successful. But I would do it over again, knowing now what I know now, and just reminding myself to give myself grace and be grateful. I've been in that relationship already, and I already know what that would entail. And so I'm trying to just be more excited than anything for what's to come, and just continue educating myself on, like, how to deal with the grief. There's another guy that I was watching. His name's Leo. I'll link him somewhere down below. He talks about, like, how to handle breakups, and he said a lot of really good things, you know, like, for example, he talks about how to stop checking your ex's social media and all that, because I was constantly checking it up until recently. He basically explains it as, like, you are having to deal with your inner child who just wants that attention or that fulfillment, and you have to be the parent and govern your inner child to not have it hurt itself. Your inner child is trying to prove a point to you that you're, like, unworthy, unlovable, and is trying to hurt you to be in that space of validation. And, like, you can't do that to yourself. I can't do that to myself. And so that really stuck with me. And yeah, so weird for me to say, but I think I have to be fully done. I don't think I'm ready. There are still obviously parts of me that wishes we could work it out, but after everything that's happened, it's very apparent that I don't think that that's gonna happen. It would be very selfish on my end to force that. And I really just gotta focus on me, you know? So at least I feel a little bit more hopeful that I will get through this. I'm so numb now to the point where, I mean, finding out who he's dating, in some ways I'm almost kind of happy for him, you know, like, with how rough our relationship was. I'm glad that he's able to find comfort elsewhere. I mean, why would I ever be mad about somebody finding their happiness or, you know, finding love? Like, we all want that. I want that. That's the whole reason why I'm sad. So to be upset that he found it on his own, like, it doesn't serve anybody. So I'm happy for him, and, you know, I'm excited for me, and I'm just happy to finally be moving forward and moving in what feels like a better direction of just, like, not wanting to go there anymore, you know? Like, I don't want to check his socials. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to see him. But if I do, it's like, I'm going to try to be as, like, cordial as possible and just, you know, be happy for him. Like, I just got to remember that. Like, if I love him this much, like, I really got to let him go. And, you know, I don't know if anybody else is, like, going through this in their stage of the breakup where they are dealing with having to see their ex with someone else. I hope this helps. I hope that this perspective soothes your mind. Maybe not right this second. It's kind of hard to accept. I mean, I found out, like, how long ago? Maybe like a week or two ago, and I don't know, just seeing it for myself, I thought it would break my heart more, but instead it's almost kind of a sigh of relief. I don't know, I'm weird, but that's just kind of the reality of it. I feel like this today. Tomorrow might be a different story. I might, want to curse him to hell. I don't know. But in this state right now, I just want to be grateful and, lead with gratitude, because that just feels better to me than hatred. So I don't know who needed to hear that today, but again, if you're going through this, you're not alone. I'm with you, and thank you guys so much for watching. That's it for today. Love you. Bye.